For this task we're going to use Scratch to draw repeated patterns of shapes called tessellations. So the first thing I've done is change my character to the beetle, and I'm going to start on click. Now I'm going to make the pen tools. I'm going to need to use the pen tools. So I'm going to clear the canvas to start with. I'm going to need to put my pen down. I'm going to set my pen color. I'm going to change that. I'm going to make it pink so I can just click on any color that I want. I'm going to change the pen size. 1 is a bit fine, so I'm going to make it 5. And now I need to make it draw the shape. Actually, my beetle at the moment is not in the center of my canvas, so I'm just going to make it go to the center of my canvas, and I want it to do that before it starts drawing, so I'm going to put that at the beginning. The center of the canvas is position 0, 0. So if I just play that, you should see it goes to the center of the canvas. Now I need to make it draw, so the pen is down, so I need to make it move. I'm going to choose 100 steps, and then I'm going to make it turn. I'm going to make it draw a square, so I'm going to turn it through 90 degrees. Now in order to be able to see that happening, we need to put a little delay in, so I'm just going to put a little wait in, and I'm going to make the wait 0.2 of a second, and that'll just make it slow enough for us to be able to see. Now my square is going to need 4 sides, so I need to repeat these last 3 statements 4 times, and I can just do it like that. So now we can see it's going to move, turn, wait, move, turn, wait 4 times, so I should get a square. And there's my square. I'm happy with that. Now the problem is my code is very inefficient because I've written the same thing out 4 times, and it would be more sensible and more efficient to use a loop for that. So I can just put a loop in, tell it how many times to repeat, in this case 4. I can throw away those lines of code because I don't need them anymore, and just have those 3 lines of code. The loop will repeat them 4 times, and I've made my code much more efficient. So if we have a look at that, exactly the same thing. So the code is exactly the same, it's just far more efficient. Now if I want to draw lots of different shapes, I could put a loop outside my loop. So I could then repeat, let's suppose I want to draw 10 different squares, so I can then put my repeat loop inside that. So this draws the square, this is going to draw 10 of those squares, and if I leave it like that, it will just draw 10 squares over the top of each other, and that won't look very impressive. So what I need to do is to turn between each square. Now because I've got 10 squares and there are 360 degrees in a circle, I need to divide 360 degrees by 10, which is 36, and turn that amount between each square. My pen size is a little bit large, so I'm going to just change that down to 3 and try that. So it didn't make much difference actually changing the pen size, but you can see it's turning between each square. There we go, and you can see I've produced a very neat little pattern. And you can try creating patterns of your own with different shapes and different number of repeats.